I don't know whether to take this stock by stock or whether there's some value to be added in describing what you think is going on under the umbrella of your universe and whether or not we can look at effects across companies right now.
Well, I mean, I think there are certainly some things across companies. I mean, I think to the extent that we're talking about the content moves that you're seeing companies like YouTube within Alphabet taking, the biggest one's risk mitigation, right? These are companies that are dealing with hundreds of millions, if not billions, of people on their platform that have a relatively small group of people that pose a really big outside risk. You look at the move taken by Airbnb earlier this morning. You look at the moves that have been taken by a number of these platforms to make sure that, God forbid, on the other side of something terrible happening, that their names, that their companies' names aren't in the headlines, and that they don't stand to lose more of their users, that they don't stand to lose the hundreds of millions of users or the billions of users because of that that smaller group on the other side.
All right. So how would you rank the risk then? Is it risk of less engagement and fewer DAUs? Is it risk of just negative publicity? Is it legal liability? Is it some combination of those three?
I think it's all of those, right? Certainly, there's legal liability depending on which company we're talking about. To use the Airbnb example, they insure these properties, right? And so, to the extent that something were to happen in one of those properties, it's a risk for them. To the extent that you're talking about Twitter or Facebook or Snap, for them, it's the risk of losing users and engagement and losing advertisers. We saw it with the Facebook advertisers over the summer, where advertisers came out against hate on platforms and targeted Facebook for allowing these types of users on their platforms promoting hate, and so there's a financial impact to it as well, and so it really covers a lot of different risks. And so for any of these companies, the question is, what benefit is it to them? Do you get any benefit from allowing what for Twitter was 70,000 users, at least in the most recent purge, 70,000 users out of 300 million users on the platform that posed a risk for them? Do you get any benefit from allowing them on there? Certainly, the risks far outweigh the benefit, and so I think you're seeing them all make the same decision when weighing those two things.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.